Yo, I'm so excited about what I'm about to tell you about. Check it. We are offering you, because you're listening to this podcast, you actually get a copy of the original Break Time CD. You don't understand. Break Time is what gave birth to Off the Cuff. So because you're listening to this right now, you have access to a free copy of that CD. We sell it at my events for $20. It's on my website for $20. But you, as a result of listening right now, if you go to michaeljr.com/free CD, you get one for free. All you gotta do is pay shipping, and it's yours, like for free. I don't want people to think that I'm forcing you to do this because you're my daughter.
It's the impromptu comedy that happens at a Michael Jr. comedy show. And maybe some impromptu information that ties it all together.
It's supposed to be inspirational.
It's time for Michael Jr. Off the Cuff. Dad, can I go play now?
Yo, so here we go. Comedian Michael Jr. here, and I'm here with tech guy Nick.
What's up?
In case you guys don't know, in case it's your first time ever listening to this podcast, I get to travel the world doing stand-up comedy. Nick is my tech guy. We have a team of people to go with us, but Nick is the guy who's always in the room when I'm in the room. So Off the Cuff is just about that. It's really, how do we say it, Nick? Getting to know the
folks between the jokes.
Yes, this is where I get to know the folks in between the jokes. What I mean by that is there's comedy that happens, and I've worked on it, and we've written it, and it's all set and tight, but then there's these things that happen in between the jokes that are really a lot of fun, and we decided to put this podcast together to share with you those moments, and we call this thing Off the Cuff. So we were in Kingwood, Texas.
Yeah, Kingwood, Texas, Houston area.
I always put an S on it for some reason. I always want to put an S on it, like Kingswood, like it's more than one king, but it's just Kingwood.
See, when you say it like that, I think that the king owns the woods. But then again, I'm thinking back to like England and the whole, never mind.
Yeah, I don't want to be in the woods with no kings, man. It's just weird.
It's a little messed up.
Yeah. Well, I do. We're in Kingwood, Texas, and this event was actually at a church, and it's a little somber, yet at the same time, it's what we do. We show up with the funny.
Yeah. The big thing with this church, when I was talking to the people while we're getting everything set up, because we knew that we were coming down for the event, they were super excited to have us, but apparently it had been a really rough year for these guys. Because when I was talking to them, like one of the pastors at that particular campus had passed away like the week before.
Yeah.
They had passed away, and it was super
That was tough. Sad. That was pretty tough, man. So we get there, and they're just looking to laugh. They just really need to laugh because they just got through with all of those services and really, really great people. And I felt like, well, that's what we do. Like, we get to bring the funny, so let's bring the funny.
Yeah, I mean, absolutely.
So tell us about the venue. Tell us about the crowd. You remember?
Yeah, so it was like this. I remember it almost reminded me of like a Miami hotel because everything in there was white. Because there's a lot of, like, the walls looked good. They had the LED lighting on the side of the walls.
Now you know how I feel most of the time when we go places together, Nick.
Yeah.
There's a lot of white people all over the place. I just want to throw it out there. There's some black people, too. At that one, remember that mirror they had on the side? I saw that. I was like, hey, what's up? And then I was like, he waved back kind of quick.
That's a little too quick a response.
Yeah, that was fast.
But no, they had those really cool neon lights, but they didn't have a cross in the entire church.
Yeah, I pointed that out. That was kind of interesting. I pointed out that they didn't have a cross. The pastor was like, hey, don't cross me. I just made that. I made that up just now. That was off the cuff on off the cuff. It's what that was.
A lot of off the cuff for one recording.
I remember we had a consultant gas oil dude, kind of.
Yeah.
Remember him?
I think David, yeah. His name was David. That's right, because David and Goliath, you made that reference.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was pretty cool. There was Jimmy, that was.
Jimmy, how long you been married? Yeah, about to find out about Jimmy. Who else did we meet? Oh, there was an optical salesman. Remember that optical salesman?
The optical salesman.
You could have just said, I sell glasses, dude.
Yeah.
Like, you just can't be like...
Maybe he dabbles in contacts.
Yeah. Oh, well, that's true. There is contacts, right? You got to be careful. You get close to people, you can get a contact.
I never understood contacts. I never got comfortable with the whole poking yourself in the eye every single morning.
That stuff is weird. And then you got to carry your own jelly around, too. What is it, little package of stuff? That stuff
I don't know.
It's weird. If you wear contacts out there, and we're not talking about you, and if you happen to have a contact company and you would like to sponsor this show, contact us. That was off the cuff too. I didn't have that until after I said the word company.
Absolutely. Well,
Yeah.
I wonder how many emails we're going to get for that one.
I don't know, but I'm ready for a sponsor. New Vision. That is awesome. That is cool.
We got a new vision for our Off the Cuff podcast. So optical.
Oh, snap. That is dope, man. That is so cool. Who else we run into? Oh, the dude who had those Chinese girls. I know this sounds weird right now. I know it's going to sound weird at this moment, but you'll see when we go off the cuff.
It'll make a little sense. Chinese girls and dessert.
Yeah.
I don't think I made that any less offensive. Oh boy.
Yeah, it sounded weird when you said it like that, especially with the tone in your voice or whatever.
I should probably stop talking.
But it'll all make sense.
I'll stick with the tech.
It sounds like the beginning of a joke. So there were some Chinese girls in a church, and the tone, like, it just sounds weird. But it'll all make sense as soon as we go off the cuff. Just trust your brother. Mike Sullivan. I remember that dude.
Yeah.
Mike Sullivan.
Yeah, he and his wife had a cool story.
It's pretty cool. It's kind of weird that we teasing people, but we not really. We just kind of pausing until it's time to go off the cuff, huh? I think we're almost ready, man. But before we go there, don't forget. Oh, I got a web page. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Everybody got a web page. It's weird if you don't. I got a podcast. Well, you know that because you're listening. What do we have? Oh, we have a YouTube channel with a bunch of videos. So if you're wondering how exactly this voice, what body this voice goes with, that's weird. If you're wondering what face this voice goes with, you can go to the completely different content too. Well, for the most part.
Yeah.
Because you can see me.
Yeah, the YouTube thing is, it's different than off the cuff because the YouTube's a little bit more scripted, I suppose.
Yeah, it's on the cuff, really.
Yeah.
It's on the cuff of being hilarious.
Loosely on the cuff.
What's the difference between a cuff and a cusp?
A cuff is a piece of clothing. Cusp is something completely different. I know it, but I just don't want to say it for the entire world to hear. And then if I'm wrong, I sound like a schmuck.
Cool. I want to know what you think it is.
A cusp, it's like you're on the cusp of something like an edge or something like that, similar to that. Kind of like another turn of phrase would be like, I'm on the brink of this. Or
No, I'm not asking what the phrase means. I'm asking you where it came from. What is it? Yeah. You can't tell me what it means in general. Like, you just got to either let me know or just say, I have no idea.
At this particular moment, I have no words.
Why you got to add stuff to it at the beginning, though? Why you got to try to justify your ignorance? I do that sometimes, too. I mean, listen, is it just me or... That's what you're doing when you do that. Is it just me? Dude, it's just you. By the way, in case you didn't know, this is Nick the Tech Guy, who's in every show that I do because he runs the place very well, and the shows are always great. And you can hear him fabulous because of him. Great dude, so I wanted him to be a part of this podcast in case I didn't tell you that already. Anyways, I think it's time, dude.
I think we need to go before I get us in more trouble.
I think we do. I think we go like Deep Woods off the cuff. See what I did? The mosquito spray, Deep Woods off.
Oh, Lord.
Yeah.
Are we going to get copyright infringement for that?
I don't know. We didn't write it down. We just said it. Boom. Let's do the thing. Let's go off the cuff. What's your name? David. Oh, cool, David. Like David in the Bible, but different. Yeah, it's a lot of pressure to be like him. Wow. Cool. David, what do you do? Consultant. Cool. David, what do you do? You just tell people what to do. Be like, you should try this. Ooh, maybe not that, maybe not that. It's cool, man. How long you been consulting for? 15 years. Same person, huh? They keep trusting you? That is awesome. That is so cool, man. Consultant. What industry? Can I ask you what industry? Oil and gas. Yeah. You just walk up to people and say, put it in your car. You just walk off. That's some good consulting right there. That is dope. I love it. Are these just your family? You got a beautiful family. Oh, wow. Cool. That's cool. That's my biggest fan. What's your name, pretty lady? Brenna. Oh, that's a pretty name. Brenna. Cool. She's not my biggest fan. She's like this tall. I was in Michigan last week. I met my biggest fan. He's awesome, though. Cool, Brenna. Welcome to the show. Front row. Awesome. Cool. Who else can I get to know? Ma'am, what's your name on the end? She's cute. She got dimples. Love dimples on women. I think that's so cute. Only in the front. Let me say that, though. Only in the front. That's hysterical. That's what that is. Okay. What's your name? Tanya? Oh, Tanya. Okay. Tanya. On the phone, like they don't know what you look like because Tanya kind of, you could be any nationality with Tanya. Like, Brenna, you don't got to sweat it. They going to know what me. Anyway, I'm just letting you know. Cool. Tanya, what do you do? What do you do? Oh, you just gonna point at your husband? That's what we just did right now? Wow, we've already established there's kids in the front row. Okay, I'm gonna move on to somebody who goes to this church. I guess that's what I'm gonna do. I'm just serious. I'm just serious. Oh, you said you retired? Oh, you just follow him around. And you're tired. Okay, cool. Trying to fix it, huh? It's not working. Throw that out there. Cool. That's great. That's cool. How long you guys been married? Y'all married? 7 years. Okay, cool. Just checking, see if y'all was married. I don't know. It's a lot going on right here, right now. I'm just point that out. Cool. Cool. All right, so we're going to get started like 2 minutes. Cool. Sir, what's your name? Beautiful lady next to you on the corner right here. What's your name, sir? Jimmy. Jim. They call you Jim sometime? Jim. People always talk about going to you. Do they show up? Never show up, do they? Never show up. Cool. Are you explaining that joke right now? Or are you explaining that just now? I saw you explain it. His name's Jim. People go to the gym, but it didn't show up. Oh, snap. You just getting at this whole area over here. It's a whole community college section over here. That's awesome. I'll tell you why I said that, because, okay, it's one of my favorite old jokes, but I'm not going to do it right now. Cool. Jim, who's that next to you? Your wife. Cool. He didn't have to look. He just, because sometimes you ask a guy, watch this next question. How long you been married? 40 years. Let me check with her real quick. That was a quick answer, Jim. I'm gonna be very impressed. How long you guys been married, man? Almost 40. You was wrong, Jim. Just gonna throw that out there. She know exactly. Jim, you got a good poker face though. You never turned. He's like 40 years. Then she went like this. It's 39. 40 years, that is awesome. Give him a round of applause. 40 years, that's great, man. That's dope. Like 40 in a row? Like nonstop? Like 40? Okay, well, good job. I should have asked that question before we start clapping. You can be like, well, there were 7 different times we broke up, stuff was tripping, and, she wouldn't follow me around like some women do, All right, let's get started, man. We got some fun. This is a beautiful church, too. Wow, this is nice. I really like this, man. Just probably get a cross or something. Other than that, this is a nice church, man. This is really nice. Just get... Pastor, maybe you could stack those things up into the form of a cross or something, man. I don't know. Maybe, man. I'm just serious, man. You don't gotta change it. Can we talk to that couple right there? Cool. You didn't make no noise. You just raise your hand. First of all, there's bright light whites, and then your hand, I just couldn't. Okay. These lights are bright, too. I keep wanting to reach for my license and registration. It's cool little kids like, why'd you do that? All right, what's your name?
I'm Steven, and this is my wife, Sarah.
Wait, say your name again?
Steven.
Did your voice just crack right now when you were talking, Steven? Did you make the right choice, Steven? I'm just wondering right now. He's like, hello, I'm Steven. All right, Steven, cool. How'd you guys meet?
We met through a mutual friend.
You guys, hold the mic up just a little more. It's hard for me to hear him. So go ahead, say it again.
We met through a mutual friend.
Through a mutual friend, as opposed to a friend she had that you never knew before? That's great, man. And so the friend was like, you guys should meet?
No.
You know what, Steven, let me prepare you for marriage right now. Give her the microphone. That's what we're gonna do, Steven. Yeah. Now we'll get somewhere, won't we? And what is your name?
Sarah.
Wow, see how clear that was? She is running things. I'm just gonna throw that out there right now. I want y'all to think back to Steven's voice and how scared he was just now. We met through a mutual friend. That's what she told me. Sarah, how'd you guys meet?
Through a mutual friend.
Cool. So, what was the scenario, though? Who's the friend?
So, it's our friend Joyce Skiro. She was hosting Chinese Girls 2 years ago, and I was going over for dinner.
Wait a second. You can't just breeze past that part right there. Like, that's not regular information. You can't just say she was hosting Chinese girls. Like, what does that mean? You got to help me out real quick, because did she get to choose? Like, just pause, just take camp right there for a second. Explain what that means. Because are you Asian?
No.
Okay, so this has nothing to do with the story, really. That's why I want to just sit there for a second. So go help me understand that part.
Our church does a Chinese American exchange program, and people do host homes.
Okay.
And so she had a host home
Cool.
for 2 girls.
Carry on. I'm loving it.
Yes.
Cool. But I do want you to notice the details she's giving me. Great details. We're still talking to Stephen. So her friend, we had Chinese food and we met there. That's Stephen's version of the story. Go ahead, Sarah. Go ahead. You're doing great.
Thanks. I was over there for dinner, and he was coming by to make dessert. And so...
Whoa. Hey, there's kids in here, okay? What do you mean? You were there for dinner and he was coming over to make dessert? Well, how does that even happen? Why was he making dessert at her house?
I don't know. She invited him over.
Oh, she was trying to hook y'all up. She was trying to get y'all to meet there. Hey, why don't you come over and make dessert? Because at dinner, if it wouldn't have worked out, dessert, quick, he out the door, didn't work, sorry. Yeah, I get it. She's smart. Okay, carry on.
Oh, we tried to make fudge.
Oh, you were helping now?
Yes.
Oh, the whole story just changed right now. Because I had him in an apron off to the side. But y'all in the kitchen together making dessert on the first date. I don't know if you should be making dessert on the first date. That's awesome. So what was his approach? What did he say to you at first? What was the first thing he said to you?
I think he just said, "Hi, I'm Stephen Goldman." And I said, "Hi, I'm Sarah Brown."
Was there some television cameras around somewhere? What? Nobody says that. You guys are making this up right now. You met on Facebook, okay? Okay, great. How did he propose? I want to know how he proposed.
He proposed, so there's this big light-up Christmas tree in the Woodlands. And so December 8th of the year we started dating, we took a picture in front of it. So he had his best friend come in and one of my bridesmaids and her husband come in, and they were both there. So he proposed a year to the date in front of that Christmas tree. So it was a public scene.
Wow.
Yeah.
That was pretty smooth, man. That was smooth. He hadn't been able to talk ever since. Give him a round of applause. That is awesome. That is so beautiful. Congratulations. Is there a couple in here that's been married like 60 years? I know that's like deep. Like, what's the chances of that? But anybody been married 60 or more, or 60, they probably sleep. They're probably here, but they sleep right now. Anybody married for like, right here? All right, cool. Can I get a microphone on a 60-year couple, please? You gotta raise your hand, or somebody raise their hand for them. I don't know if it's Aaron. It might be Aaron, then we gotta go, because it might be.
Michael?
Okay, I'm sorry.
I asked for it, Michael.
Okay, cool. What's your name?
Ida Sullivan.
Idette Sullivan. Okay.
Ida.
Okay, I'm sorry. My bad. You changed it. And Miss Ida, how long have you been married?
Working on 60.
Wow, give him a round of applause. 60 years. 60, wow.
Yeah.
And so you guys, do you remember the approach? How did he approach you? How did he roll up on you that long ago when he first met you?
We worked at New York Life Insurance Company.
Oh,
and,
cool. Haven't cashed that in, though, have you? That is awesome. And what happened? What was the situation?
We worked together we had a great friendship going for about maybe 6 months, 8 months before he asked me for a date.
6 months, wow. When you know, you like 6 months, let's go. We're gonna save money on this policy if we do it together. Let's do this. So how did he propose?
That's an interesting
Oh, we
question.
hadn't done it yet. I see what's going on.
You know, this friendship just developed into a romance. That's what happened.
They are not married people. You know, common law says, no, that's
and
great.
we have 5 kids, too.
Oh, well, that makes it better. That That is so awesome. She let you talk, sir. I didn't even know you were over there. That's so cool. What's your name, sir?
My name is Mike.
Oh, cool. Me too, kind of. Do you remember how you proposed to your bride? You remember how you proposed to her?
Yeah, it was near the Coke machine by the elevator on the 7th floor. I was during business hours.
That is awesome. Steven, you went through all that trouble? It's gonna be a year to the date. We're gonna go buy the Christmas tree, get all our friends. Dude, find a Coke machine. If you wanted to work, get yourself a Coke machine, bro. Cool, and then what happened? It's by the Coke machine, it's all set up, we kind of see it. It's probably the bottled Coke, right?
Right.
Then he had the military.
Oh.
So we were engaged 2 years.
Oh, you were engaged 2 years? Mm-hmm. Oh, because he was in the military.
Well, for 6 months. And then he came out.
Your story is not lining up. I'm just saying right now. Oh my gosh. Was there some Chinese women living with y'all? Yo, that was mad fun. That was Kingwood, Texas. I love those people there. I know that they're doing better. They were just such phenomenal people, not just at the church, but the people in the city too. I don't know. I just really like people, man. Thank you for listening. Don't forget to check out the YouTube channel. And I want to leave you this. It is so awesome when you have plans and that you're fully going after them. It's also important, though, to be sensitive to the needs and the desires of the people around you, just in case you have to adjust your plans and go off the cuff. Yo, we're going to be dropping this podcast every week. Subscribe, tell some people. In fact, send them a link so they can laugh as well. Maybe learn a little something at the end. And use hashtag Michael Jr. off the cuff. That's Michael Jr. off the cuff. I'm Michael Jr. I appreciate you. I love you. I'm out.